Welcome to Drive-Thru Kitchen. This may be the single most important video I've ever done, or just one of the videos I've done. Well, time will tell. I don't know. Today we're doing Del Taco sauces, the packets. Yes, that's right. Everyone loves those things. Oh, they're so good. Way different than the Taco Bell stuff. If you don't have a Del Taco near you, move. What do you need to do this? Well, we have a flavor packeting thing here. I made this up. I put a lid on it because I don't want nobody stealing this. I mean, this is important stuff. We don't need the lid on it now, though, because we're friends. You're not going to steal this from me. I'm giving it to you freely. That's kind of weird. Anyways, this flavor packet right here. These are the ingredients you're going to need. You may notice Guajillo, however you want to say it, however you want to massacre the Spanish language and those great, wonderful, noble people of Mexico. Just buy the stuff. You can get this on the Amazons. It's not terribly expensive, or wherever you buy your spices. You're going to need a blender. This is the Blendermatic 5000. It is just a simple blender. I do have a glass jar, vase, vessel, whatever this thing's called, carafe, because I do a lot of spicy stuff, and if you have plastic, it will start soaking up those flavors, and I don't want to tell you what the margaritas are going to taste like after you make this in there, so don't do that. All right, we have a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. This is the base of this, basically. This is what sets us apart. Like Taco Bell ain't using this and theirs. This is a Del Taco thing, and that's why this is richer, thicker, bolder, and better. 2 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar. Yes, there's a little bit of vinegar in this. There always is. It's one of the preservatives. It gives us a little kick, and it makes all the spices and everything pop. This is pretty standard. Now they have 3 sauces. There's the mild, there's the Del Scorcho, and the Del Inferno, which I think they should rename the Del Enfuego because it's fire. It's not really that much, but it's spicier. Certain things stay the same. This stays the same with all the sauces. This changes a little bit. Now, I'm not going to make all 3 sauces because they are so close to each other, but I will tell you what the ingredients are because I have done them. This is the Del Inferno sauce, the medium sauce. It's medium. It's not really hot. Inferno. Yeah, it sounds scary. But yeah, this is the medium sauce right here. This is all the things you need. You may notice there's a couple of different things in here, but nothing too crazy. Now, you want the Inferno? Is that it? The Scorcho. Del Scorcho's the medium one. That's right. Scorcho, now the Inferno. Inferno is the hot. Hot has the hot stuff in it. And here is that. That is basically, the only difference is in this packet right here, the flavorings. This is it. Everything else, this stays the same. That's pretty simple. It really is. This is wildly simple. The other thing you need is a couple of squeeze bottles to put these in. I'll show you those later. You can, again, the Jungle website will have those sorts of things, or other places might have it as well. Restaurant supply places, things like that. That is enough talking. We have gotten all of the business out of the way, and now it's just time for the party. Yeah, business up front, party in the back. This is the mullet of videos. Yeah. All right, I am going to put the water in first and the vinegar, because if you don't, what'll happen is this will get stuck in there and you're never going to get it off the bottom. This way, it floats and it's suspended and it won't get stuck. Things you learn the hard way. Yeah, I might have done this a few times in the tests. All right, now we've made tomato juice. We're going to add the fun stuff. Now, you may have seen me doing videos, maybe you didn't, on the How to Cook channel that I have, Cook with an E, because my name's Bill Cook with an E. There you go. But I did Willet taco sauce videos using different things other than water. That was a lot of fun. Sodas were great in that. Dr. Pepper may be the greatest thing of all times when it comes to a taco sauce. That and Sunny Delight. But this, we are making good sauce. That was just a base recipe. This is a very specific recipe. This has nothing to do with that one. But it still works the same. We just need to blend this up. You're going to blend it really good, about 30 seconds to 2 minutes, somewhere in that range. Depending on how fine you want this, you really want to kind of break down the grit of the dried spices. But yeah, you won't be able to hear me when I hit this, so I won't tell you that in advance. And I'm going to fast forward so you don't have to watch that. See, right now. And there you go. That's just how fast that is. Now, this has to get heated up to 204 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 95.555556 degrees Celsius, in case you're playing at home in another country. But this has to get heated because the cornstarch activates at that and begins thickening. This is not thick enough yet. It will get thicker. But we're going to cook it on the stove in I have a 3-quart saucepan. 2-quart works fine. It's going to take about 10 minutes or so to really bring this up. And then we're going to let it cool and then we're going to bottle it. There you go. That's all the words I have. Thank God. Are you as tired of hearing me talk as I am talking? All right, let's go to the stove. So we've got our saucepan on the stove here. We're just going to pour this in. We're keeping the temperature fairly low, medium. We just want to bring this to a simmer, and basically that's it. Stir it fairly regularly because this will tend to burn, but yeah, 10-12 minutes later you'll get some nice bubbles like this, and basically that's all you need to do. We're just going to turn off the heat here, put a lid on it, let it cool down, and we get it in a bottle. That's it. Okay, this seriously was pretty easy, wasn't it? We've got our sauce here. It is cooled down a little bit. If you try and pour this in hot, it'll melt the bottles. Don't do that. But yeah, these are just, like 12-ounce bottles. There you go, 12-ounce bottles, a funnel. Now, it is a little thick. Okay, that should be enough. Be funny if I got it almost exact, wouldn't it? Get it all in there. You paid for it all. Might as well get it all. You made it all. And yeah, I know I'm supposed to be pouring that way so that you can see. My hands don't move that way. Darn forward-facing hands. Correct. My hands aren't on backwards. There, does that help? Now I can't see anything, but so much for getting it exactly the same. It's close enough. There you go. We put a top on these. We stick this in the fridge. It's still a little warm. I will be honest. It's still a little warm. I wouldn't put this on my finger yet. But that right there is at least a week's worth of Del Taco hot sauce. Now, how long does this stuff last in the fridge? Quite a while. The vinegar really helps to prevent it from going bad. So you get a nice long shelf life. How long will they last? Quite a bit, actually. This is what I say, a couple of months, a little bit. The other thing, if you are a fan, if you grew up in Southern California, you know about the Pico Pica legend when it comes to Del Taco sauce. Near as I can tell, I've done a lot of research on this. They are not related. Other than the fact that Del Taco might have been like, hey, that's a really great sauce. We should do something like that. You know, not exactly that, but exactly that. Del Taco. What are you going to do? You know, maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I have no idea. But if they were going to pick a sauce to copy, that's a good one. But now you know what they know. And you know what I know, which isn't a lot. But I do know this. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see more stuff like this, I will be here. So just come on back and we'll have a good time. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.